Exciting times, especially now in the Northern Region Soccer League. 5 games to go. After today, it will be 4, but for today, it is still 5 games to go as we are now welcoming some of the teams to the field of play, as we are going to be witnessing a big game between Golden Eagles and MWOS Football Club. We are at Ellis Robbins for today's encounter. We have traveled almost all over, hey? But today we are at Ellis Robbins. It is the log leaders, MWOS, who have a bigger mandate, lots of pressure on their shoulders, and so many eyes are looking at them at this particular moment. As you can see, the boys in what is considered gold in football. That is the yellow and black. It is Golden Eagles, and the team in red and white is the visiting team all the way from Norton. That is MWOS FC. As we are seeing some handshakes there, as we are getting ready for this particular great encounter. Just to look at the head-to-head count, all of their previous encounters has ended in draws, specifically 1-1 draws. We take it back to MatchDay 6 in 2023. It was a 1-1 draw all the way until MatchDay 14 in 2024, and today it is MatchDay 34 in the Northern Region Soccer League, as we are getting closer to the end of the season. And today's result still remains unsaid, as we are also seeing that they are now moving. There is the big poster with some of the players that have made some history in terms of how they have brought about contribution to their respective teams. MWOS seem to be in very good spirit, and they never disappoint when it comes to how many fans they bring to their own games. They make sure that they provide at least 2 or 3 buses to ferry their fans all the way from Norton just to come and support. I believe they understand the importance of the 12th man, and there's the home team. Golden Eagles also showing some confidence. They are the ones that are hosting, and it's always hard maybe to lose a game as the hosting team. And as you can see, MWOS holds the man who has the majority of the goals in the season. That is Everson Feremba. He's in the starting 11. Today, hopefully, maybe he might add another one in his own campaign. We're seeing the other 2 players that are following him in terms of being the top goal scorers. Makangira and Mayemba have 14 and 12 goals respectively. So Feremba seems to be in good position. And there you can see Coach Lloyd Mtasa dressed in white. I'm not sure his approach to today's game is in any way angelic, and the fans themselves, they never disappoint. They will sing from start to finish just to make sure that they maintain the atmosphere and the feel to this particular encounter. So many camps on either side, so many discussions. I believe it might be the nerves, as we are also realizing that in this Northern Region Soccer League, as of the past weeks, it has been plagued with a lot of scandal and a lot of drama. And the team being at the top of the scandals, maybe it is the new money, that is Scotland. And we're seeing that the owner of the club is also here for this encounter. We're no longer sure. Is he assessing his opponents? But that cannot be said, as he is adorning a MWOS Football Club jersey. So quite a shocker, quite a surprise. I believe the moment he arrived, many people were actually shocked. But I believe if you follow them on their Facebook pages, you would have seen his picture circulating. Quite shocking, quite surprising, but all the same, we're seeing the referee almost getting ready to get us underway. 3 minutes to go. Nerves kicking in, but I believe almost everyone is ready to get this started. Coach Philip Stolle for Golden Eagles, rather calm as he is still seated at the moment. Same for Lloyd Mtasa, I believe. Just give them a few minutes when the game has started. They will be up on their feet and trying to air out their concerns as to how the game is going to progress. But the first half is upon us, and it is MWOS who get us underway. And there, the decisions to just try and play it forward, right on that far side, a bit competitive. I believe it's going to be a game of a back and forth. As we are seeing that these two teams really have a lot to prove. MWOS having a lot on their shoulders. 72 points, only 3 ahead of the team placed second on the log table, that is Scotland. So today's game, it is a must win for them if they want to keep alive their hopes of ending up playing Premiership soccer. Now it is placed on this near side. Very competitive and very physical. We're going to be seeing a very competitive encounter here. Tinotenda Muchkambizi going head to head. With Shibue Tadiwa there. There's Shibue once more. Having some confidence in their own half. Quite surprising, played over to that far side. And it is collected well by Limandeke. A very good player there. I believe earlier on in the year, he got the player of the month. But here once again, controlled by Chibue, but a bit tough, face to face with Wisdom Matasa, also wearing the captain's armband for MWOS. There's a replay, and there was Chibue almost getting it under control, but Matasa being a bit too involved with that one. But it is Golden Eagles still on the move, and it is Chivongodze playing it onto the feet of Chea Salif, but it went on to be collected nicely by Calvin Shangiwa. But what a pass that was. And then Mutasa being left to continue play, and there's an opportunity for MWOS, and it is a goal kick. What a game that we have on our hands. The fans left in awe. That was a beautiful opportunity. And there's the replay, Mutasa playing it all the way. And it could have just been finished off, placed in the back of the net by Everson Feremba, the top goal scorer in the Northern Region Soccer League as of yet. But we're seeing the goalkeeper for Golden Eagles, Togaradin, on the ground. First choice goalkeeper. In the previous game, he managed to maintain a clean sheet. Will he be able to do the same today? But he is on the ground. There's a replay once more. There's Feremba trying to get to the back of the net, but it would have seemed like it was Guatizo who injured his own goalkeeper. Dean Togara still has a big task ahead of him. MWOS, a team that some are speculating is winning fair and square, looking at the cloud of scandals that has plagued the Northern Region Soccer League. I think as of this moment, with the involvement of SlyMedia, bringing you live action. You'll be able to tell the story in your own words. Dintogara, rather uncomfortable, but it's as though he will continue the fight. Mapuka going to assist. And it is Chibue, the recipient on this one. Controlled fairly well by Nyamuziwa. Blessing. But it is a red ball at the moment. That could have been an open foot coming off the feet of Mapuka. Mtasa was lucky there, but goes down as if Chibue had poked him in the face. There's the replay as Chibue tries to defend himself, lays a hand on the face of Mutasa. But he is ready to continue, and it's still a gold ball. Mapuka playing it back to Togara. And it is a long ball right on to Gwatidzo, assessing his options. But they dispossessed. That was. And there's MWOS once again on the move. Faremba waiting anxiously on that one. Dintogara with the delivery. Across, and Nyamuziwa brought down, and the whistle goes off. Very controversial, very emotional. This one only 7 minutes in. There's a replay of what happened, and there is Nyamuziwa being dispossessed there by Tafazo George. He scored a goal against Trojan in the previous encounter, a game that ended in a 1-1 draw for MWOS. A long ball, headed down there, controlled, and then played outward. Chibue controlled by Chia Salif. Now Chibue doing all he can. Piece the first, the second almost got away with it, but was brought down. And it is a red ball. I think referee Tegede has a lot on his table. Today there's the replay of what happened. Chibue beat the first one, beat the second, but couldn't get away and try to protect it rather. There's Kate Tigere. Today he's assisted by Progress Chatamwa and Victor Kambadzo. George. Now MWOS playing a very dangerous game. So many tall people right in the back and the front for either of the team. George once again on a drive, but the ball is safely collected back by the captain for MWOS, Apazari. but they go on to lose possession once more. A miscue pass there, coming off the feet of Tinotenda Muchkambizi. It feels like MWOS are the home team, but there's Chibue with the throw-in. And there is an attempted and very ambitious one coming off Arthur Banda. MWOS seem to be up on their feet, up and ready. There's the throw-in. Later on ending up in the hands of MWOS. And there's Arthur Banda. Very ambitious, very powerful, but missing the mark altogether. Tafatso George to Wisdom Matasa. And today he's being flanked by Chibue and Nyamuziwa. They will try all they can to make sure that it doesn't easily get to the ball. In the previous encounter, Wisdom Matasa was not in the starting 11, but today he comes through. It is one of the forwards complementing the efforts of Everson Foremba. At stake for them is a slot in the Premiership. This beautiful play coming off MWOS as they try to build but play it backwards to the centre backs. Clive Kongwari taking it easy, but once they're on the move, they try to create something. The ball is still in play, and it is Abazari controlling it. Gwatizo with a long ball right in front, and it is Chea Salif who failed to control it. But it is still a yellow ball at the moment, with Limandeke with the delivery right into the box, but an easy one for Calvin Shangiwa to handle. George on the move, Chibue beating him on pace. It seems as though Chibue is one of the players that has a lot to handle, as we are seeing that MWOS are trying all they can to use this near side to create chances. Will they score from this side? Remains a question unanswered. There's the technical bench for MWOS. Chea Salif. If you're joining us, this is the Northern Region Soccer League. It is a game between Golden Eagles and MWOS Football Club. One of the biggest games so far, especially in the Northern Region Soccer League. Taking a look at how the situation was like for a team like MWOS. Last season, during this time, we're seeing a player down, and the medic going to actually check on him. There's the replay of what happened. It is the captain, Abazari, who goes down as he is now being attended to. Like I was saying, the story for MWOS, they've managed to turn the tables. For Golden Eagles, it's almost a similar story as in the previous seasons. They have managed to occupy maybe the top 6 finish. For MWOS, the story might have been the same, but for last season, we could have been talking about Black Mambas and Chegutu Pirates. But for this one, these teams, especially for Black Mambas, being a shadow of themselves, and for Chegutu Pirates, having a difficult time. Not per se settling, as we might be welcoming them back into Northern Region Soccer League next season. But for MWOS, they are doing all they can to make sure that they make it into top flight football. About a quarter an hour played so far. It is still 0-0. Head-to-head count. All their games ended in a 1-1 draw. Will today's game be different? Looking at the odds and what's at stake. There's once again MWOS on the move. Some defending there, opting for a throw-in. George. Now it is a long ball. Forward. And the intricate passing coming off. Salif. Good performance here. Playing it forward to Faremba. Playing it back to George. And Mutasa, had he added a bit of effort there, right in between the legs of Chibue. I don't know, Golden Eagles really need to pull up their socks. This is their home ground. They need to play like a team that's at home. Guatito, good player Salif, controlling it well, now being played forward. And definitely Nyamuziwa was the player that ball was meant for. But it was a bit too far. Chibue, George, Nyamuziwa, trying all he can to be fair in this encounter, as there are so many uproars. I believe off camera, like I said before, give them a little time and the coaches will be there. There's a long ball right forward there, but Guatizo was there to protect it long enough for it to end up as a goal kick. There's Coach Lloyd Mtasa. I said it, only needed a few minutes into the game and he will be up on his feet, handling matters from the sidelines. There's a foul on Chibue. There's what happened. Chibue being sandwiched there. And there's Golden Eagles being very, very reluctant in terms of their approach of the game. But MWOS are hungry and pacing, trying to make sure that they get a first half goal, which would be a dream. Such good performance coming in there. But it had gone out. Athapanda had failed to control that one. Gwatidzo trying to isolate Salif, but he's flanked by a taller player there, Clive Kangwari. Now it is Arthur Banda. Gwatidzo once again, an industrious player. It is always dangerous, I believe, when it is Arthur Banda and Trevor Bunu playing with each other. But it is every time Golden Eagle gets the ball, the moment they get it, that's the moment they lose it. Chibue. Now it is Apazari, the captain, frantically trying to clear that one. No communication whatsoever to actually assist him and tell him that he can safely bring the ball down and control it and then maybe make a pass. But it is a free kick. A difficult encounter so far for the past 20 minutes for the home side Golden Eagles. That is Nyamuziwa with an opportunity, not trying to be stingy there. Abazari playing it over. Chimfongoze. Now it was played back to Chafad. Now it is Gwatidzo trying to get a delivery right into the box. And it is cleared off by Godfrey Manasseh. Now the goalkeeper, Dean, is way off his lines. Couldn't control that one, as that was out of his territory. Couldn't use his hands to calm things down. George, I believe he has had the majority of the ball in this entire encounter, comparing him with the other players. Ntasa, chest control right onto the feet of Atabanda. And there's Shibue with the clearance. And it is MWOS who get possession once more. From the first minute up until now, we have been looking at Golden Eagles' goal. There, it could have been something, and someone could have easily placed it behind the net. Arthur Banda waking up right in front there. Tintogara choosing to play a long ball right on to Limandeke. It is controlled once again. MWOS Livingston. Gwatidzo. Now a long ball right in front. Marking from behind. Once again, it is a build-up from the back. There, caused the whistle to go off. Now in the same area, same position. Golden Eagles looking at their form guide from the previous encounter. 5 games, they've gotten 2 draws, 2 wins and 1 loss. Would this be another draw that they add on? Because a lose is absolutely not expected. A lot is riding on the line. A ticket to top flight football, that is the Premier Soccer League. They're taking a big plunge. The medical staff being called on. the Livingstone taking a terrible fall off the back of Chivongodze, and it's quite good to see that both medics from the teams came through quickly to attend to the players, but also the other teams are taking this opportunity for a water break. For MWOS, almost everyone on the technical bench is right outside of the pitch, just to try and give some instructions as to how they can continue. Coach Philip Stole talking to Gwatizo there. But all the same, different kind of football that keeps you on your toes more than the title itself. I believe there are some games now that when you see the title, you think it's going to be massive, and when it comes to game day, they deliver nothing. But today we've been given both worlds on one platter, which is quite exciting. Livingstone. Now it is played over to George, who controls it very well. Playing it back to Muchkambizi. Now controlled, the good tenor coming off Malvin Matuka. It is now Muchkambizi once more, who delivers right across onto that far side. Clive Kangwadi trying to get to the end of that one. Athabanda giving all he can, and there is some delivery plunging onto the feet of Chibue. It is Tinotenda Muchkambizi, and the medical team has been called for. It seemed clean enough from our position. The replay would be really relevant. Here's the replay of what happened. Paying close attention. Blurry, but it seemed clean enough. But Chibue, I believe from his facial expression, it might have been the tip of his boot that was bruised when Muchkambizi came through with that tackle. And there once again, Muchkambizi, I think he got onto the ball first. We'll leave you to judge that one as we await the judgment of the referee, as he is still assessing whether Chibue he seems okay. Is now the captain, Abazari Tetenda, had extended a hand to assist Chibue up. They are the fans for MWOS. Their culture is that they will not stop singing until the end. All the same, Ref Tigere now assisting the medic and Chibue to find their way off the pitch. Could we be seeing a replacement? It is Golden Eagles who get the free kick, but Muchkambizi goes off clean without a card. Gwatizo playing it over the head of Chafa. Now it is Arthur Banda. Good chest control and a nice intricate pass from Faremba. And now it is Arthur Banda. That first half goal that they wanted. It is Arthur Banda who gets a goal in this encounter. Impressive performance, good intricate passing, and the celebrations itself. It's one of those goals that when you score, you don't even turn to check whether the offside flag had gone up. It was a beautiful play, a beautiful combination. It was Faremba involved. It was Machuka Malvin as well. Beautiful performance. And it is MWOS leading by a 0-0 in the 30th minute. There is the goal. It had bounced off the feet who started this whole campaign. Malvin Machuka playing it over to Faremba. Faremba not getting good control on it. Then it was Arthur Banda who finished it off, slotting it and rattling the back of the net. That is the goal scorer once again on the run, flanked by 3 players and going down. Chubue showing signs of being disgruntled there. But I think the atmosphere has now shifted as a result of the goal. Dressed in all white, Lloyd Mtasa, he must be proud, but that's not the end. Seeing another MWOS player, it is the goal scorer, Arthur Banda, who's on the ground in some pain from the challenge. He was flanked by 3 Golden Eagles players at the same time. Here's a replay of the goal once again. Just look at now. It is a different situation, a different story altogether. With MWOS leading by a 0-0. Whether they continue in their good form remains unsaid. In their last 5 games, they drew 3, won 2. Would this one be another win for them as they are getting closer, 1 foot in Premiership football? But we cannot overrule the fact that Scotland are right behind them with the game in hand. The game that was not completed when they played against Karoi United after the referee was hit by a ball that was thrown by a fan, and he said he couldn't continue with the encounter. For Scotland, it doesn't just rain, it pours, with Norton Community coming through and suspending 5 of its members on allegations of match fixing in a game that they won by 7-0 in MatchDay 33. How Scotland is going to respond, how Northern Region is going to respond, remains to be said. But MWOS have been doing almost everything right, staying under the radar, so that at the end, their promotion is not questioned. Nyamuziwa, he has now shifted sides. No longer playing on this near side. Is it a... Definitely it is a tactical shift. Faremba. And beautifully controlled by Chibue. Calmly. You would think you would panic in those situations. Apazari, the captain, with a misplaced pass. And there's Marvin Machuka. There's Livingston. Over to Clive Kangwari. Playing it forward to Machuka. Seems as of this moment to be all over on the field. Good control, Habazari. Complimented well there by Chifongotse. Doing the hard part right. And then a delivery that just let him down. But Nyamuziwa to collect. Gwatizo. And a good one right into the box. But headed away. Wisdom Mutasa. Not really understanding his concept. With that one. He could have been easily complimented by Machuka, who was nearby. But either way, sometimes it's lonely at the top, eh? Being the captain and all. Abazari losing balance and getting a free kick in a very, very good position. 36 minutes played in the first half of this encounter. Golden Eagles 0, MWOS 1 is how it stands at the moment. Now Golden Eagles yet to give a good response. The first half, this particular half, the past 36 minutes haven't been easy for them. MWOS have been driving, trying to make sure that a win is all they needed. Powerful, off target, off the feet of Milias Dani. Center back for Golden Eagles. Long ball. Faremba hoping to get a header on it. Wisdom Mutasa trying to penetrate Bachibue. Handling it with so much ease. There is Chipongotse Tawanda, who's now complimenting the efforts of Chibue. And they seem to be working very well. Trying to make an easy pass to the captain, but there's Ferembade with a trying to shoot. And Gwatizo, seemingly a handball. The fans uproar, but the referee was in a good position to see what happened. I think he had a better picture of what had transpired there. I believe the hearts of Golden Eagles took a bit thump there. There's the replay. There's Faremba trying to shoot, and the hand seemingly was far away from the body. Maybe the referee said he was in an uncomfortable position because they let those ones go. There are situations whereby you are trying to balance, not necessarily you trying to increase your body size, but you are trying to balance. They let those ones go. I think from the referee's side, that is what he might have seen or might have concluded. Abazari playing it forward. Nyamuziwa having a bit of trouble there. I think they need a taller forward to handle those aerial deliveries. But there's Gwatizo, nicely done. Poor cross into the box. Machuka controlling that one. Almost losing possession. There's Faremba. doing well to control it, but the pass wasn't powerful enough. Majuka Kutena beating his marker. For MWOS, they have a team of stars. And there's another star for Golden Eagles. Chibongodze. Chibua. Too good cross. Nyamuziwa almost right on time. 1 foot a little too fast for Nyamuziwa there. But it could have been something. There's the replay with Chibue all the way from the back, drawing in, setting up such a good opportunity for Golden Eagles to equalize. Nyamuziwa almost getting an opportunity there. There's Chibongoze. Bad first touch. They're playing it back. Chibue opening up. Very calm, but dangerous when he's after the ball. Machuka, another player who's also excellent in his approach to the game. Mutasa, playing it back to Machuka. Now it is Muchkambizi. Playing it back calmly. Majuka once again. Now MWOS playing that good passing game. Now they're bringing the action closer to us on this near side. Onto the feet of Tafatswa Nyabunse. Now it is George. Where's the header? It is Mtasa. Was it Mtasa? Did it hit the post? Now we're left to see, and here are the celebrations. Dressed in white, Lloyd Mtasa. It didn't come to play, but what brilliance coming off Tafatswa George. He was the one that made sure they got away with the point in their previous encounter. And there's a pass coming off. Tafatswa Nyabunse to George. And there with that shot off the bar, off the post. One would have thought it was Mtasa involved. But what performance. No one can blame the fans from celebrating. Tafatswa George, the goal scorer for the second goal. 3 minutes, rather 2 and a few seconds from the regulated first half. What performance. My oh my. What an electric atmosphere. There's Chibue being brought down. I think more than anyone, Golden Eagles really need the halftime break so that they can revisit their tactics, their approach to this encounter. Lloyd Mtasa with a history of getting teams into the Premier Soccer League. Will MWOS be another team that he will be adding on to his exceptional list? Golden Eagles, Chibongodze, rather not Chibongodze, but it is Salif Chair. A throw in. And another one for MWOS. The first half almost coming to an end. And in screen, that is Lloyd Mtasa continuously telling the players what they are supposed to be doing. There is the centre back with an assist, Tafadzwa Nyabunze. He's the one that assisted Tafazo George, and making it 2 for MWOS. Golden Eagles, nicely done there from that far side. Now Chibue, I think for Chibue and Chivongodze, 2 players that have really stood out for me in terms of Golden Eagles performance. They're lacking, those complementing players to just make them that dream team. Kwatizo seems to be very lonely on that side. Captain Hapazari, not the best for today. There's a free kick. Like I was saying, Golden Eagles really need to look into their quiver. Like they say, the second half belongs to the coaches and the managers. How well Coach Philip Stolle responds to this one remains to be unanswered. I believe you have heard one of our analysts here, that is Mr. Wilson Tekede, say that for any coach, it is better to lose when you know you have done something. So a big task ahead for Coach Philip Stolle. Gwatidzo, really good with free kicks and deliveries right into the box. Will today be the same? He was just a decoy and an overcooked delivery. And there's a goalkeeper for MWOS on the ground, but gets up on his own. Second half is upon us. MWOS 2 goals in the good. One might even wonder how the 45 minutes just flew before our eyes. There's a long ball. And there is the whistle signifying the end of the first half. MWOS 2 in the good. And it is Athabanda who scored the first one. And then we have Tafazo George who made it 2 for MWOS. We're going to take this breather. There's the first one from Athabanda, powerful, swift, and the goalkeeper had nothing on it. The second one with Tafazo Nyabunze, there he is playing it on to the feet of Tafazo George, and from that left side right onto the goalpost. He made it 2 for MWOS. We take a breather on that one. Please just stay with us. back to the second half. It is MatchDay 34 in the Northern Region Soccer League, and it is Golden Eagles going against MWOS. This is the second half, and it is MWOS leading by 2-0. What a competition. Yes, the first goal that was scored by Arthur Banda. Majuka was involved. Faremba missed, couldn't get a touch to it, and in the end, quite fortunate for them, Arthur Banda was there to slot it at the back of the net and cause the net to rattle. Here's the second one, assisted by Tafado Nyabunze. There, the goal scorer, Tafado George, off the post and into the back of the net. MWOS are cruising on cloud 9 at the moment. In their previous encounter, it was Tafadzwa George who made sure that they got a point. And in this one, they might be on their way to getting all 3 points. Just taking a look at the other matches that are happening elsewhere. We've got definitely Scotland. They're in Chinoi playing against Chinoi Stars, and they are leading that one by 2-0. It is Black Mambas leading Hirenchals by 2-1. DZ Royals and Harare City, it's still a 0-0 draw. But the games that everyone has an eye on definitely has to be this one. Scotland versus Chinoi, Golden Eagles versus MWOS. And it seems like the first substitution coming from Golden Eagles, bringing in their number 13, Mhlanga Rodwell. We are waiting to see who he is going to replace. Like they say, the second half belongs to the managers and to the coaches. And here is Coach Philip Stolle making the difference by bringing in a Rodwell Mhlanga. Experience, really, really needed. Now it is Golden Eagles attacking from right to left and MWOS from left to right. Could it be just that it is a side that is prone to attacks? Wait and see how Golden Eagles progress into the second half. But for MWOS, they have set a very good foundation in the first half with the 2 goals. And in the second half, they should definitely go on to seek another one. Majuka playing it to Faremba, who plays it back to Arthur Banda. And they lose possession. It could have been something. There are a lot of red shirts right onto this near side. So Golden Eagles had no hope of recovering. And the second half substitute in Rodwell Mhlanga couldn't get his first touch. Gwatidzo, it is played forward, allowing it to play outwards. It is Clive Kongwari. 20 years. Young players in this MWOS team, but here's Golden Eagles. I think it has to do with the sides. Gwatidzo, good delivery. Right into the box. But no one really to take care of it. Defended well, Chibue with the delivery, and it could have been something. The goalkeeper had a touch to it. Thus, it was played outwards. That could have been something. I think it might have something to do with the side. Like I said, Golden Eagles, more than anyone, needed the halftime break so that they could get the thoughts of the coach as to how well to approach the game. Now it is Golden Eagles. There's Limantika. Not playing very well. Center back. Choosing to play back to Togara Chibue. And now they are dispossessed. Now it is Machuka being marked by Chibue. And it was brought down. Now the referee had to bring a pause to the game. just to assist to the player on the ground. Here's a replay. Chibuwe with that delivery. Very powerful, very strong, on target. And the goalkeeper had to parry it away to save their lead. But had that one found the back of the net, it could have made something. Lloyd Mtasa giving some wisdom to Wisdom Mtasa and Gwatidzo. Getting closer just to get an insight as to what the coach might have. Substitutes for MWOS warming up and preparing for those tactical changes. It is Arthur Banda, but glad to see he's back on his feet, ready to go. The first half gave us at least almost everything that MWOS could bring to this Golden Eagles team. And I believe the second half might be something for Golden Eagles. Good passes between Apazari and Gwatidzo. But that final touch, was it good enough? Defending the ball quite well is the centre back, Godfrey Manasseh. 20 years, scored his first goal for MWOS against Zambezi. It's always good when a defender scores, eh? There's Lloyd Mtasa. He doesn't just communicate with the players on the pitch, but also to the technical bench. Apazari, no one to compliment his efforts. It is Majuka taking too long to pass the ball. Limandika coming through. Majuka as well. Coming back to cause a bit of disruption. The game has taken rather a slow turn, but it is Muchkambizi. The misplaced pass. No, it is Lima. Lemantika. Not sure what he wanted to do with that one. I think these are times when the coach needs to make the relevant substitutions. As Limandika had done the hard part right, but the ball running away from him. Manasseh. That was dangerous play coming from Tafatwa George. Quite lucky for Chipongodze. That boot missed him by a whisker. And there was the replay of the happenings. Gwatidzo. The Manasseh defending very well. Now it is on that far side. Arthur Banda losing possession. Some tired legs, maybe. Limandika getting a corner for the team. Lloyd Mtasa not impressed at all with the happenings of the past minutes as to how his team has been playing. It has to do with the side. Now we're seeing Golden Eagles getting some corner kicks. And there's a delivery. Good one into the box. Some tall guys. The first touch, not good enough. Manasseh coming through to clear that one. Gwatidzo controlling it quite well. Melias Denny. And allowing the ball to play all the way. Mtasa feigning to get a touch on it. It is a goal kick for MWOS. They shouldn't get too comfortable. Scotland are moving closer and closer. They are leading Chinoi Stars by 2-0. That means that The difference between them in terms of points, it remains 3, but they still have a game in hand. The verdict still to be given. There was a time when it was said that they would get all the 3 points, but the fans, supporters brought an uproar, especially on social media. Lemandika not really finding the support that he requires. And there he is with the long ball, Malias Denny, but finding a person there. There is the second half substitute almost coming up with something. Klanga wrote well. He had done the hard part right, being brought down in the box. But the referee says it is nothing to talk about and allows play to continue. Here's the replay. Good header, Rodwell Klanga. Does so well to control it. And then goes down right in the box. We are seeing Tafatwa. George on the ground on that far side. No medical attention required. But Tafatwa George still on the ground. Here's the replay once again. But it seems like some substitutions to be made. Here's the replay. Rodwell Mhlanga, like I said, did so well to control it, beating Nyabunze, but then later on going on maybe to lose his balance or just getting to the ground hoping to get a penalty. But we might be seeing a triple substitution from MWOS, bringing some fresh legs into this encounter, maybe a new pace into how the two teams are taking the second half. Chibue with the throw-in. Gwatizo. It was too much for Gwatizo to control. Not much action on Golden Eagles side in terms of substitution. Coach Philip is confident with the players that he has on, but for MWOS it is a double substitution with Makaha and Martina coming through. Who will be sacrificed? It is Wisdom Mutasa. I think we are not that surprised. There's a goalkeeper who gets the armband, but it is Martina and Makaha who comes through the fans, the 12th man for MWOS, taking their time to come off the pitch. It is Malvin Mujuka who comes off. Mujuka, surprising that is coming off. But I'm sure Coach Lloyd quite confident with the changes that is bringing about. For Golden Eagles, still no movement. There's a throw-in. Gwatizo getting to it. Livingston with the long ball. Abazari. Substitute getting some first touches there. Faremba not aware of the run that Martina had made right behind him. Gwatizo calming things down. Chibue opening up on that far side. But he is not the option. Rather, they choose to play it forward to Chia Salif. Limandika. Now, Finally noticing Chibue. And Chibue playing that pass. Talk about player chemistry. Definitely lacking. I think the kind of football of nowadays whereby they occupy certain positions. Now Golden Eagles making the moves. We might be seeing a triple substitution. Faremba, Martina, and it was brought down by Chimfongodze. There's a replay. Faremba playing it back, singing out Martina, and Chimfongodze coming through and just stirring up the waters. Makaha taking his time. Not sure who he was trying to locate there. Even Faremba, who was somehow close to it, was quite surprised. Now Golden Eagles on the move. Mapuka playing it forward. Now it was played back. Devon Chafa. Very decorated player. And had the experience of playing football at all levels. And for the big three as well. Guatizo taking his time, and it is a substitution time. It is a triple substitution for Golden Eagles. It is Dube Kevin, it is Dube Carlton, and Manata making way. It is the captain, Apazari, coming off Limandika, being replaced by Manata. Now to see who will replace. It is Colton Nube coming through. Most fans still energetic. Who wouldn't be if your team is winning by such a margin? But anything can change. There's a delivery. Dangerous cross. Right to the box. Coming off Guatizo. Really good with those ones. Today is not just a day for him. And also the same can be said for their team, Golden Eagles. Guatizo trying to use this left flank to get close to goal. Chafa noticing Chibue, and Chibue with that pass hitting the wall. Playing it forward to Faremba, who was somehow awfully quiet and carefully taken care of by Melias Denny. Shafa. Playing it back to Mapuka. Now it is Shafa once again. Manata. And it is a free kick. Now some instruction being handed over. Manata being involved. Playing it back to Chibue. Now it is one of the two best. And the whistle goes off. It is still Golden Eagles ball. Could have been an advantage played, but there's Shibue with that pass, singling out one of the Dubes. It was on target, but the whistle had gone off. Now it is Gwatidzo once again tasked with this big and laborious. Will he be able to create something out of it? It is Gwatidzo. It is Mapuka who will take this one. Who will serve as a decoy in a previous free kick. Gwatidzo was the decoy, but this time around he takes it and it's on target. But cleared off by the goalkeeper. He was very, very alert. He was very, very alert with that one. Gwatidzo, he gave it power, precise, but there the goalkeeper parrying it away. Now it is Golden Eagles once again. No one complimenting the efforts of Melias Denny on the near side. And later on, they're going to lose possession. A throw in. Kongwari. Another 20-year-old player in the MWOS squad. They're involving some youngsters in their team, which is good. And we're realizing that with the efforts that the Warriors are making and how they are making us proud after that 3-1 win against Zambia. Those performances have given us a lot of confidence, and some of the words coming off their head coach, Coach Michael Nis, is saying that we have a long list of players that we're looking at, hoping to ask the services of one of the players, fellow Zimbabwean, that is Ranga Chivaviro, who has a Zimbabwean father and a South African mother, Trenyoni from Liverpool. I think they are looking to beef up the team, and I believe as well he's going to coming through also to all the Division 1 leagues and sourcing out some talent, because we do have the quality players that Zimbabwe needs for the AFCON and also for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Gwatidzo with a long ball, which goes out. Another double substitution for MWOS. It is Majamanda coming on. And also the player donning, number 7, Rekanani. We are saying our goodbyes to Tinotenda Muchkambizi and also the services of Arthur Banda, the first goal scorer in this encounter. His goal was emphatic. I believe even Golden Eagles were shaken by that one. But we say goodbye to these two players who have been so involved in the progress and the smiles that MWOS are experiencing as of this moment. Rekanani coming on and getting to official duty with the throw-in. Header there for Gwatidzo to somehow control, but that one wasn't good enough. And there is another substitute, Makaha, trying to deliver something right into the box. but it wasn't good enough. Devon Chaffa playing it over to Milius. Now the player with the captain's armband, Mapuka. Now Golden Eagles playing the passing game, playing like a winning team. I think that's what you need. Calm things down, open up spaces. But seeing to the end of any approach seems to be the very difficult part for Golden Eagles. Mapuka. No, Melias rather. Devon Chaffa playing it forward. Gotito being denied access by Rekani. There was... That could have been something. Off the post. Off the crossbar. And that could have shaken. There's the replay. Now Golden Eagles creating more opportunities. And there is another substitute, Manasa, getting a taste and a feel of what it feels like to go face to face with Moore's goal. Now the tides have changed. About 20 minutes left of regulation time. Chibowe was brought down on that far side. Now a lot is happening at the same time. Almost everything is to be considered, because after the game there will be a lot to talk about. There's a replay. Racing Chibowe being brought down on that far side. Now the game is continuing. Manatsa rather. But now it is Moore's Faremba with an ambition attempt. Tried an out Fukela there, but the technique wasn't there. And also there was pressure piling on him, therefore leading him to make that decision. Now it is number 17 playing it on to Faremba, but it wasn't powerful enough. And it is Mapuka now taking charge of things, but met with resistance. Tafado George now awfully quiet, but what can we say? Golden Eagles, now the whole home team, and they're causing me to stutter, presented with a good opportunity. Shea Salif. But now they are creating opportunities. Manatsa once again. Second half substitute. Very brilliant. Now there is a play from Tubia Carlton, delivering right in front of goal. And Salif was in a good position. He could have made something out of it. About 19 minutes to play. And Golden Eagles are looking like the team that has had a very good pep talk from their father. Now it is Moore's feigning, no longer giving that Midas touch in terms of how they finish, that golden touch that they were giving in the first half. We're no longer seeing it again. Devon Chaffa. Now it is Milius. There's Gwatidzo moving in place, but it is Manata. Now they lose possession. He allows play to go on, says the referee. It is Golden Eagles who are still in possession. Rodwell also getting a throw in. for the players in gold. Kotito to Rodwell. Nicely done, the composure. Exuding a lot of confidence. Now playing it to Manata, who is all on his own. Now on that far side, trying to keep things in order. Dube Carlton. Hoping to... Now it is Shubue. Carlton Dube. Playing it to Manata. Now for Golden Eagles, it seems like the players that have been brought in after the second half break are the ones that are now making the difference. Talk about the head coach's involvement. I think we are seeing a different team. There's Rodwell Mutlanga playing it high, but had the goalkeeper lost track or really lost concentration in that moment, it could have gone in. But what a different Golden Eagles altogether. There's the replay. Rodwell Mhlanga. And it is played out. Substitution for Golden Eagles. It is Zeka who's coming on. Zeka Aaron. Who will he replace? It is the experienced Devon Chaffa, 33 years and counting, but strong enough to play a full 74 minutes. Now it is an opportunity for Zeka Aaron to fill some big shoes. We might be seeing another substitution coming in from MWOS, but that has to wait for a moment. Manata almost getting to it. It is their number 23, Makaha, who almost gets to it. Manata playing it over to Zeka Aaron, getting his first touch and his second consecutively. One of the Dubes, Kevin. Now Gotizo penetrating, playing it on to Dube. Now it is Melias Denny trying across, but sacrificing himself in the process. It is Rekanani. Tafira coming on. Known definitely in the Northern Region Soccer League as a super sub. Made his name in a game in the previous season when he was still playing for Black Mambas. He came through and scored the only goal that made sure that they attained the whole 3 points. Will he be able to replicate the same brilliance like he did in the last season? We are waiting to see. Now it is, we say goodbye to Everson Faremba. He still remains with 17 goals, but gives an opportunity to another player to make a difference. There he is, a shaking of hands. I think he's given a lot of contribution to his team. We cannot just look at today's encounter, but also his record. But Manata with a cross, good one, right onto the ground. Guatizo almost making a difference. He deserves that handshake, but that could have been something. It was given as a goal kick. Quite shocking, but all the same, here's Manata from the corner. Not high enough, but low enough for Gwatizo to get a hand on. But there, it was cleared off the lines by Clive Kangwari. But it was surprisingly given as a goal kick. We are waiting to see how this progresses. Lloyd Mutasa, I think somehow doubting the substitutions that he has made, because they now look like a shadow of who they are. Chibue making a mistake. And almost they could have played on. Martina. But lucky for them, they got away with this. Now it is Tafara with an opportunity. Fails to do so. I think he lacks in the shadows for opportunities. Now it is a free kick for MWOS. Now it is tense. 11 minutes to go of regulation time. Here's the replay. Chibue playing it forward. And there's Zeka. Zeka being involved. Mhlanga as well, bringing down a MWOS player. It is a free kick for them. This is number 23, Makaha. Rather, he leaves the matter to another player to take care of a free kick. Not good enough, but it is Manata calmly handling that one, allowing his marker to get in front of him. Good clearance. The lines, Mapuka bringing it over to the same side. No one really complimenting the works of Gwatizo. Coming from the back, it still remains Golden Eagles, and it is played quickly. Kevin Tube building all he can, playing it to the ground, might be their solution, as it's seen that they almost got away with the goal. Mapuka, and then it is Savara now being marked, but coming from the back, and Chibue is brought down, and it is a free kick for Golden Eagles. Now nerves are kicking in, not just for the players, but also the fans themselves. A good 3 points would go a long way in the last 4 games for MWOS Football Club. Every game that we are to experience, especially for MWOS, is going to be a big one, because the teams to come are not going to be going easy on them. They're going to be facing off Black Mambas in the next encounter, MatchDay 35, and after that they face off is Mangura, and there is the Norton Derby that is going to be exceptional when they face off Norton Community, a very good team. And then finally, their final encounter, they're going to face off Agama. But for today, it is Golden Eagles standing on their parts of getting 3 points. So far so good, 2 goals in the good. There's Melias playing it forward, but Shea Salif, that was a bit too much for him. but limping off camera there, seemingly having a hard time. There he is. Might we be seeing another substitution? I'm not sure if the coach is noticing, but Salif seems to be in pain. And then game management, delaying tactics, coming off the goal. And it is a yellow card for Kelvin Shagiwa. I'm not sure what he's trying to say to the referee, but also those are other means of delaying the game. Lloyd Mtasa more anxious than anyone else. There is long ball right across the halfway line. Dispossessed, dangerous tackle. But all the same, he gets away with it. Some acrobatics that we are seeing from Makaha there, bringing a smile onto our faces. Talk about the highlights of the 2024 season for the Northern Region Soccer League. That would be good if it was captured in a picture. Good memorabilia. Tafara trying to play a back pass, but Chibue playing it outwards. It is still for MWOS. Here's the replay. Tafara doing almost all he can, succumbing to pressure that Chibue had brought about, trying to play that back pass. Makaha with the throw-in. Chibue trying to clear his lines. Rekanani. There's Zeka playing it over. Good switch. And there's a delivery, nice one right into the box. Rekanani clearing with a header. Just giving them enough time to regroup. Zeka Aaron, not really sure who he was playing to. Tafara finding it hard to stay on his feet. But it is a free kick for Golden Eagles. But Martina was doing all he can to try and go after the ball. Here's the replay. What had happened? Zeka Aaron being brought down. Getting up by Majamanda. Mapuka. 4 minutes left of regulation time. We're still away to see how many minutes will be added on. Injury. Now the medics taking to the field. Seeing a player down. There's a replay. Mapuka. Good pass right into the ground is Zeka Aaron. Getting into the way. AC is now being attended to. The fans more anxious than anyone else. They know they are leading. I think they are waiting for that final whistle for them to give us the celebration that they are holding in. Subtle, simple celebrations, but at the end, I know they will be celebrating like they have already found their way into the Kasalaga Premier Soccer League. Today's game was graced by the biggest or the greatest of the greatest. We have the chairman for the Northern Region Soccer League, that is Martin Kweza. He's here, and his deputies, they are also here We have the owners of MWOS Football Club, the owners of Golden Eagles, they are here, and also the owner of Scotland Football Club, he's here as well, and he's wearing a MWOS jersey. Mapuka trying a shot from range, finding it hard to recover, but Zeka Aaron assessing his options. Manata, a bit overcooked for one of the Dubes. Kevin. Exciting this has been. But we are coming to an end of what was good. A minute and a few seconds left of regulation time. And MWOS getting closer to Golden Eagles' goal, inch by inch. Majamanda allowing for a throw-in. Not many of the injuries that we could see. A lot of minutes being added on. To some extent, it has been clean. One yellow card. Chibue quickly taking that one off the corner. It is Kevin Dube playing it to Manata, who controls it. Does all he can to stay on his feet, but finally brought to the ground. And some shoving of hands coming off Livingstone. Mapuka playing it to Melius. And Melius commanding Mapuka to play it forward, but he chooses to play it to Chibue. But Chibue to Rothwell. But all of their efforts being brought down past the 90th minute. Now we are in added time. In a few moments, the whistle might go off. There's on that far side, trying to control this. It is Martina managing to escape scot-free. Tafara managing to stay on his feet. Does he have the speed? And the speed is lacking. And Golden Eagles get a free kick. Now, Guatizo getting in just a goal would do for them. Now Melius playing it forward, and it is cleared off by Martina. Now almost everyone is a defender for MWOS, as we are now in added time. Rather calm scene. Talk about a calm before the storm in terms of the fans. And it is headed out. MWOS players, there's Faremba, he was. And there was Samakwere also on the scene, but there is Safatwa George being brought down in a very good position. He scored the second goal. He was hoping maybe to make it 3 for MWOS, but he was denied opportunity by Zeka Aaron. Now they get another chance at redemption, but it is Golden Eagles who are in possession. Talk about exciting football from start to finish is what we have seen, with MWOS dominating, especially in the first half, and making the most of it. Talk about the second half. Golden Eagles, Philip Stolle, the coach, made the necessary substitutions, and they came alive. They became a different team altogether. And we saw them creating opportunities and chances, especially the substitutes. They really did well. There's the replay. There's Guatito taking his time, but later on playing a shot and going to the ground. It is Makaha, very good player, but talk about delaying tactics. We're in at a time, gentlemen. They just need to honor the game, but I would applaud the referee if he takes into account almost every second that they are wasting. As we are seeing also the referee being attended to, and also taking a look at his time. We might be seeing that whistle getting onto his mouth anytime soon. But all the same, this has been an impressive encounter. Golden Eagles have been wonderful hosts. And the game itself, it has been clean. Even the fans have been very, very disciplined. There is Mutlanga Rodwell trying to get to the ball, standing firm, almost getting possession, but the men in red seem to have the upper hand, playing it outward. Here's a player, Chibue, who was very, very good for Golden Eagles, just lacking the support. Otherwise, had they had 3 or more players like Chibue in today's encounter, we could be talking about a different scoreline for Golden Eagles. But once again, it is a free kick. Getting closer and closer to promotion into the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. It is MWOS left with only 4 games. But Scotland, on the other hand, are coming in close, only behind them by 3 points. They are playing Chinoi in Chinoi, and they were leading by 2-0 by the halftime. Right about now, not sure how it's going to end, but they have a game in hand. How it's going to be awarded, that game that was abruptly stopped in Karoi. Now another confusion, and it is a penalty. There's a replay, as we are saying there. Was it a handball? Tafara was brought down. Was it the pulling of the 96 minutes played? And it is a penalty for Golden Eagles. Talk about an opportunity to get a consolidation goal. But all the same, I think we can safely say MWOS have this one. But on the penalty spot, Chair Salif to take this one. Nervy moments, but all the same, a consolidation goal. There's Chair Salif, and it is right at the center. Gets one for Golden Eagles. Not much celebration from the boys because they know that they have run out of time. But a consolidation goal, good enough. Chair Salif getting on the score sheet in terms of MatchDay 34, the goal scorers. Golden Eagles have their mark. Chair Salif is scoring from the penalty spot. And that's it. It ends right after Golden Eagles get at least a goal. Impressive performance from the team. I believe the majority of the action was had in the first half, with the scoring by Arthur Banda, and followed by, there's the replay of the penalty taken by Chair Salif. Calmly, 1, 2, 3, simple like ABC. There it is. And the goalkeeper had nothing to it. But a recap as to what happened. Arthur Banda opened the scoring in the first half. And before we went to the halftime, about 3 minutes before we went for the halftime break, it was Tafato George who managed to make it 2. And in the second half, there was not much to talk about, but Golden Eagles, with the substitutions, came alive. And from the penalty spot, Chair Salif managed to get a consolation goal. And that's how we end today at Ellis Robbins. MWOS 2, Golden Eagles 1.